So, how am I going to do this? I don't know how to do this. So this is like, let me see. It's dark, you can't see me anyway. Can I put a picture up? Anyway, it's like 4 something in the morning. It's obviously the date is the date. Oh no, because if I'm scheduling this later, no, today's the 3rd of November, and one of the most horriblest weeks I've ever had. Sometimes it's not good to procrastinate, because when you procrastinate, when you know what you're supposed to do, like, you kind of bite yourself in the butt. Like, for months and even years, I've been saying I'm going to document my life as somebody who has been a victim of domestic violence, and somebody who has been, like, nowadays everybody calls everyone a narcissist. And when over the last couple of years, like maybe 9 years ago, when I heard the term narcissist, I was like, oh, that's the name for it. Because when I was in domestic violence situation with my daughter's dad, yeah, he wasn't my daughter's dad then, but like eventually he became my daughter's dad, the one I have now. Yeah, so right now I'm in a situation. If you look at my previous videos, I'm like alluding to I wanted to do this from before, but it's like I want to be picture perfect for YouTube. I want to be picture perfect for the socials. Now I feel like I'm looking like what I'm going through. I used to be that girl put together visually, and now I'm going through something, and it's like, yesterday I woke up at 1 something, and I didn't go back to sleep. I'd done the school run, and oh yeah, even talking about that, I didn't want to go to, like, my daughter was having an assembly yesterday, and I had to internally drag myself to stay because something is happening, and like I look like something. How can I put it? I'm rambling on, I know, but where do I start? Because there's so much to unpackage. Like, so the title of this is, sometimes God gives you blessings, yeah? Like, sometimes God blesses you and you bypass it, and then God's like, all right, I already gave you your blessings, yeah? But you did not entertain it, or you did not fully facilitate having that blessing, and you now walked into the devil's playground. And currently, yeah, so that's, I'm just plotting here at 4 something in the morning. I've been sitting here, and I just decided to put my computer on, but I couldn't watch anything because my mind is doing a lot of how do you say, ruminating. So I'm just chewing over what's going on, chewing over, like, backpedaling about my steps of life, and how have I found myself in this position. Like, but then I started to remember that, true say, God did give me certain blessings, but I didn't see the value in them, or I felt that, okay, before I got into this relationship with this Yoruba British guy who happens to be a Muslim, I say that just to say you'll understand everything. I'm a Christian, and when I was 17, I started dating this guy. But let me backtrack to God's blessings. I used to go to Hammersmith College, yeah, West London, and I met this guy. He was basically, I was on my way home with my friend Becky, call her Baki. Her name was Hibak, yeah? One of the baddest Somali girls ever. And when I say baddest, I don't mean hype girl. She just used to know how to dress. She still dresses nice till today, but very pretty, pretty girl. Like, very pretty girl. I used to think she's really pretty, and I used to think that the way she dressed better than any of the Caribbean girls. She had style on lock. Like, she put her things together nicely. She used to wear her Timbs. She weren't wearing no all black stuff. This girl put her stuff together. And then she'd wear her little headscarf, yeah. But the way she wore her headscarf, she didn't wear her headscarf because she was Muslim. The way she wore her headscarf, I could tell she wore her headscarf in a way just to cover her forehead. But she got a forehead like Rihanna. But see how Rihanna's got a forehead, but Rihanna's pretty? This is how pretty the girl is. But she was style over religion. But not, she never dressed like a hoe. So when I say style over religion, I just mean like the way she done her headscarf. And the reason I'm saying that, so I remember sometimes when I used to do my headscarf, she used to bend up. Because you know, there's a way you tie your headscarf, you got to weave on. And then by the end of the day, your headscarf is like sliding off your head. So she always used to tease me, like playful banter. Like, why is your headscarf slipping off your head? But I never said this to her, like, why is your headscarf not covering your whole hair? But she styled her hair. Like, you could tell her hair was out. You can see her hair. But she always had a headscarf that would just cover the front of her forehead. Then you see her hair just... And then, anyway, I just say that to say that was my friend that I used to par with. So one day, we were coming from school, yeah. We got off the T20 outside the Caribbean shop. What is it called? And there's Caribbean shop on the corner with the 18 and T20 pass, yeah. If you're from Northwest London, you know what I'm talking about. There's a Caribbean shop right outside that bus stop. So when we're coming off the bus, Becky, call her Becky. Let's just call her Becky because Becky sounds hard, and let's call her Becky. But yes, it's my friend who's Somali, yeah. And we got off the bus. So anyway, when we get on the bus after college, yeah, we just done the same routine every day. We used to go to college together and we come home together. Or we'd end up bucking up on each other on our way to college. But definitely on our way home, we'd like go home together because we come to the same ends. So when we got off the bus, yeah, she was like, that guy was looking at you. What guy? And I just thought she's just being extra. You know how your friends are, teenage girls. That guy was looking at you when you know, say, man weren't looking at you. Like, you just wanted your friend to feel nice, or you were just being silly. And anyway. So when she said, oh, that guy, I was like, who? Because I didn't see, we just came off the bus. How you see someone was looking at me? Like, so now, so I must have just, she said, turn around. So when I turned around, my man was waving at me. I was like, really? So I turned back, like, as in, like, him. Who is he looking at? Yeah, this guy looked like a light-skinned version of Devontae Swing from Jodeci. With, yeah, exactly like that. Very handsome, very pretty, bright green eyes. Anyway, he motioned for me to come. We started to talk for a bit. And then we exchanged numbers. I can even remember the phone he had. Like, it was a blue, I think it was one, I'm going to put a picture if I can. If I can save this live, then I will edit it like a video. Anyway, I still remember the kind of phone he texted me with. It was like a Motorola. You know, when just before phones started to be like smartphones, like these were the steps before. So this is around the same time, like a pager or what was those things, beeper or whatever. But it wasn't. It was a Motorola QWERTY board. It was a blue Motorola thin type of thing. Looked like a calculator that has a cover, but it was a anyway. Whatever. That's just by the way. Anyway. This is the days when we had a McDonald's in Harlesden. So anyway, went about our business. And me and Becky's talking. We're walking now. And she's like, see, I told you. I told you. Yeah. Anyway, so me and Courtney, our first meet up was like after we had a conversation at home or whatever, like on phone, he was like, let's meet up in McDonald's, innit? Like, because you know when you might chat someone, you're not really sure, you can't really remember what they look like. Did he really look that cute or whatever? But I know it was him who initiated, let's meet in the McDonald's in Harveston. Like, I don't know when we did, but from we met in the McDonald's, then he was like, all right, yeah, yeah, yeah. But anyway, he was really nice. Anyway, he used to live in Finsbury Park, and he used to work in Willesden. So that's why he was in the ends. And I say that to say because I used to see him only like once a week because my mom never used to let me go out nowhere. Like, you know, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So my mom was that mom. So he'd say, all right, do you want to come out? So what I used to do is I'd just take a day off school and just chill with him for the whole day, so that there was no issue of me like not being allowed to go out. So anyway, so our first date, yeah, was like we went to go and watch Baby Boy in Park Royal. See, I remember everything, everything. So his family, as in like I think it was his uncle. He used to stay with his uncle or auntie. But on our first date, I think his uncle and his missus were going to a big people Jamaican event. They were looking nice. The car they picked me up looked like it was a Mercedes or a Bentley. I'm leaning towards, I know it sounds extra because when they pulled up, I was like looking for him, like, where are you? And then he's like, I'm here. And in the nice car. So I felt really nice because I'm from the hood, fam. And this young yardie brat has come pick me up. Well, his uncle has come pick me up. And his auntie was in the car. Anyway, they're going on their date. We're going on our date. And they dropped to us off at Park Royal Cinema View. No, it wasn't View then. It was Warner Brothers back in the day. So you can Google this. Everything I say. Google when did Baby Boy come to cinemas in the UK, and then do the maths. How old was I then? So when we got to the cinemas, yeah, like our film hadn't started yet, so we went and played games in that thing. So we were playing the shooting game. Anyway, I don't know how to shoot. So my man came behind me and he was like aiming and da-da-da-da. And then after we went in, like he bought our bits. Well, he bought the bits. He bought the tickets. And we went to the cinemas and then we watched Baby Boy. It was funny and then embarrassing in parts because if you watch Baby Boy, there's some sex scenes in it. But anyway, from then it was on. But the thing is, yeah, so now like we've seen each other for like 8 months and I'm just putting it, so I'd let him kiss me and them things, yeah. But then when it was time for Nookie, I'd be like, oh, it's time to go home now. So it came to a point where he was like, we're not gonna do no more fun stuff, yeah. If me and you don't do the do. Every time I wanna do the do with you, you got an excuse and you're bouncing. Anyway, I remember it was about 8 months and I thought to myself, what's the point me dating this guy, yeah? And I can't even go out with him. Oh yeah. So before I even get to the yeah, so remember I said to you that my mom don't really let me out like that. I wish I had brought him to my mom because my mom would have liked him. She would have known that look how pretty this boy is, yeah. And anyway, I just thought because he's Jamaican, my mom's gonna be not on it. I'm being honest, put my hands up. But now I got a brother. He's got about 5, 6 baby moms. They're all West Indian. Oh, do you see my West Indian coolie baby? But mum, when I was younger and you're telling me don't bring no Jamaican boy home, but now you're all for the mix up for your sons. But for me, when I came to you, and African girls back in the day, we always wanted a Jamaican boyfriend. It is what it is. Well, for me anyway, wanted to date a Jamaican boy because I was thinking, look how toxic my mum is, and as in like she's very forceful African. I wasn't allowed to do nothing. Whereas my Jamaican friends, they had so much freedom, they had so much fun. And I was just like later start, I want that lifestyle. And then my dad, he wasn't really in my life like that. But he was a domestic violence person. So he used to beat on my mom and stuff. So that's how my mom came out of his house. And then my mom used to batter me. And so I was like later start, if this is what African lifestyle is, I don't want it, fam. But me and my mum used to have these arguments. She'd always be, don't get pregnant. I wasn't even having sex with her. The funny thing is, yeah, my mum used to say, don't go and get pregnant when I wasn't even having sex. But when I did start having sex, she didn't even know, and she didn't even say anything. Do you know what I mean? Life is fucked. So anyway, I'm telling you this story. This is one of the situations that happened. So one day, yeah, he was like, "Can we go out?" I think it must have been a Saturday. No, it wasn't Saturday. It was a school night because, yeah. So he said, "Can we go out somewhere?" He said, "I want." He always used to say to me, "I got some Nigerian friends. Yeah, wait to meet my Nigerian friends." He worked in a barbershop in Golden Touch Barbers in Boston. Yeah, that's where he worked. That's the Courtney I'm talking about. And he said, let's go out. And I was like, all right, cool. But in my head, I know that I got to be back by a certain time. So there's no arms house with my mum. So we're now on. So the guy, he would always pick me up. Like, he didn't drive yet. Yeah. But then eventually he started driving. Anyway, so he'd always meet me at Harsden train station. And then we'd make our way to wherever we're going. So it's so sweet when I think about it. You know, when you're a little teenager and you're getting all dressed up to go somewhere, I'm picturing my first outfit. I was wearing some knee-high boots, some long skirt, and some burgundy red plastic bomber jacket. And I thought I was looking nice. I'm just seeing it now. Obviously, for the time, I probably did look cute. But I'm just thinking of it. Like, we go with knee-high boots and some long pencil skirt. But when I say pencil skirt, it wasn't figure hugging like that. It was like a long A-line skirt, but it was denim. Anyway, he thought I was cute. And he used to take me to his family home in Finsbury Park. Like, and when we used to get there, we'd watch, what is it? Ants. I know it sounds so stupid, but we would watch Ants. Yes, that is it. Pixar movie. It's Ants. Yeah, yeah. We used to watch that, and then he would try and make me something to eat. Yeah, which was corned beef and rice. And I used to hate corned beef when my mum used to make it. I just hate corned beef. But the way Jamaican people cook, they can make anything taste nice. Yeah. But so anyway, that's just by the way. And when he used to take me to his house, he introduced me to everyone, like with his aunties. He'd be like, and you see how that beautiful it was. He invited me into his home, introduced me to his people. He want to take me out everywhere. And this is the kind of guy that he's my preference. You get me? Like, you know, your idealistic preference. And then anyway, so when I backtrack in other situations, you'll understand why. I was like, wow, this guy actually he likes me. He actually likes me. This dark skin girl that for a long time I thought I was ugly. But this cute guy who ticks all my buttons for the dream guy likes me. Anyway, so I'm 16. So that's the reason I didn't want to have sex with him. Because I was 16. But he used to ask me, how old are you? And I said, don't worry, I'm old enough. I always used to say that to him. And then I said, don't worry. He said, look, I'm 22 years old, yeah. No, I should have said that. Yeah, yeah. I think he was 22 or 21. Or maybe he turned 21. But he did ask me, how old are you? And I said, don't watch that. I'm old enough. And I said, old enough. We never had sex. We always used to just kiss. It was just like a teenage thing, innit? So I think he was like 8. No, he was like, I think he was 21. And he might have turned 22 or something. But anyway, 22 sticks in my mind, yeah? But it's not his fault because every time he did ask me for my age, yeah, I would say, don't worry, I'm old enough. But we weren't even doing nothing other than kissing, lipsing up ourselves, and then I ain't gonna say the other stuff we used to do because, yeah. But anyway, luckily that I had baby brothers at the time, so we had Sudocrem. This guy used to nibble my nipples until they were red raw, like, and he would also rip the lace on my bra, not on purpose. I think he thought he was being sexy, like. But anyway, I if I left his yard, yeah, I knew that I had to put Sudocrem on my nipples because they were so fucking painful. They were ripped raw. Like, And funny thing is, yeah, if you watch Hollyoaks, there's Steve, yeah. And when I saw Steve, I'm like, Steve looks like a white version of him. Like there's a way, like not like when Steve first came to Hollyoaks, whenever I saw Steve, I was like, this bread looked just like Corny, but a white version. And I know it might sound like a contradiction by saying my man looked like what do you call it? Devontae Swing from Jodeci. He does. But his face is more slimline. I think the guy from Jodeci, his face is more broad. So you see how Steve's face is slimline? That's how my man's face is slimline. And then, you know, like certain people look like certain creatures, yeah? So the way this Courtney Bray looked, yeah, he looked like a pretty vampire. So now you relate that to my red raw nipples, yeah? And this is taking long, yeah? So I'll come back with my story. Or this is like the precursor to where I'm going to, how I now met my demon baby daddy. Okay. Oh, that sounds like a nice series. The Demon Baby Daddy series. Like, so I've got the school run and I feel like I need to go use the bathroom. So since I can't go to sleep, I might as well make use of my time. And I hope you follow me on this journey, because I should have been doing this from when I said I was going to do this, because now I'm in a hot mess that I didn't intentionally put myself into. But my accountability will get there because I can't be jumping around. So anyway, so one day, so Courtney took me to, oh yeah, so me and Courtney used to do beer activities together. I really respect him, and God gave me, you know, when you're growing up here in this country, all the kids' teens programs is all about having crushes and first loves and boyfriend and girlfriend situations, yeah. And I always used to think, even though I had glowed up, but I was still in the mind frame of being an ugly little African girl, if you know what I mean. And I'll do story times about how I was the ugly African girl, but I was also a really pretty little girl before I became the ugly African girl. My belly's running. I gotta go. Chat to you later. Right, let's see. This is my first time doing a live, because I gave my daughter. We went to an event a few weeks ago called Curly Treats, and I gave my daughter my iPhone to do a live, because instead of us keep pressing, I don't have no space on my phone to do videos and upload later. So I thought just do a live, and then after it will just automatically. I don't know what happened. So let me see. So I don't know what happened with that footage, because we had a lot of good footage. But then when I went to go see, there was nothing there. So I said, before we leave the event, yeah, let me do a lot of shorts. So that's why you see lots of short videos from Curly Treats. All right, now let's see how we stop this now.